In this video, we'll learn how to select single and multiple cells. To select a single cell, such as D3, just place your cursor on cell D3 and click on it. So you've selected cell D3. To select more than one cell, let's say you wanted to select cell D3 and cell E3, you can place your cursor on cell D3 and then hold and drag across to cell E3, so you'd have selected the two cells. If you would like to select these two cells plus 4 other cells below, so you'd hold your cursor on cell D3, drag across to E3 and then continue dragging downwards. So you would have selected the 6 cells adjacent to it. Then you can also select cells on the entire table. Now for a small table like this, you can just place your cursor at the top here and drag through the whole table. And you can either drag across, then move downwards, or you just drag all across the table. You would have selected the entire table. However, a quicker way to select the entire table is to press Ctrl, Shift, and the End button on your keyboard. So you would have to place, as you can see, when I selected that, I didn't select the whole table. That's because my cursor is on cell B4. So it selects from B4 to the remaining end of the table. But to select the entire table, so make sure your cursor is on cell A1. And then press Ctrl, Shift, and the End button on your keyboard. You would have selected the entire table. So this is helpful when you have a very large table with a lot of rows and columns that you do not want to scroll through. Now for your exercise, select all the unit prices. So we have unit prices here. So you can place your cursor on the unit price and drag all through. You would have selected the title, unit price, and all the unit prices. If you wanted to select unit prices only, you can just place your cursor on the first unit price and drag all through. If you wanted to select the date and item columns only, you can do that. Or if you want to include the column header for identification purposes, you can place your cursor on this column here and then drag across. You would have selected all the columns, including the empty ones, the empty rows rather, at the bottom of the table. Alrighty, if you find this video helpful, kindly like and subscribe for more. Thank you.